First, to start off, thank you so much for your support to come out tonight, because really, all of you sitting here, you may like, oh, I just came to spaghetti dinner, you know? No, you have no idea how this makes me feel to see this room full of people and supporting me and all of our candidates. Who am I? I am Ann Horner. I've been living in Northampton for 15 years. I moved my son up here 15 years ago from Neshaminy district, where we were living, because of the school district. I went to, the superintendent at the time was Dr. Klein, and I went to meet him because my son had a speech impediment. And I said, my son needs help. What does the school offer? He was fantastic. The school, elementary school, Rolling Hills, unbelievable. He had great help. He's doing wonderful now. He's 19. He's up at Penn College of Technology. He's thriving. So why am I running? 3 years ago was terrible. Obviously, we all went through, for the past 3 years, very challenging times. Our kids suffered. My son was attending, he was a 10th grader at South. He was attending Middle Bucks Institute of Technology in the building trades. He was home looking at a screen every day. These kids were failing, mentally, physically, socially, emotionally. I could not sit back. I started to get involved with the Council Rock School Board, who welcomed me. They all stepped up and got me and told me, all right, we got your back. MBIT, if you know anything about MBIT, Council Rock, Central Bucks, Centennial, and New Hope all funnel into there. So I got to start to know their boards. They also have an executive school board, which they picked from their school board. They have representatives to funnel into MBIT. So I ended up working with them. And then starting in January 2021, when all the school boards and the kids started to slowly come back to school, I started to come to all the meetings. I was at every meeting from MBIT to Council Rock representing our kids. I had parents, staff, teachers reaching out to me from across Centennial, Council Rock, Central Bucks, and New Hope, telling me the challenges they were facing. It was horrible. So I would go constantly and work with all of our board to make sure that we were doing the best for our kids. They needed to get back. But I also saw what was going on in the education system, which really opened my eyes and realized that we were losing a lot of the educational basis, our math, our English, our STEM, all of that. And I thought, I've got to step up. I could not step back anymore. So my son goes off to college, and I've never been political before in my life. And last year I became a committee woman, and then all of a sudden, back in February, Dave calls and he's like, how about we do this? And I was like, oh, and I'm leaving to go to Disney. So I'm like, you know what? I can't sit back. We have nobody in there to run. I'm going to do this. And I'm doing it for the kids. The kids' first education. We have to get that done. And our community. If our community has a great school district, our community looks great. And that's the biggest thing. And I ask that all of you, when everybody was up here, Kristen, everybody from Pam, asking for your vote, we mean voter. We want you to be a voter. Thank you for that term before. Talk to everybody. Everybody you talk to. Are you voting? Do you know November 7th is the election? Please, make sure you talk to your friends, your neighbors. When you're in your gathering, in all your groups, it's very important. Our local level, we need you, and we need everybody else to come up and be a voter. Thank you so much for all your support.